Dr. Jayendra Fernando, President of the College of Surgeons of Sri Lanka, Dr. Nisanka Jayawardena, immediate past President, Professor Ranil Fernando, past President and Guest of Honor, Dr. Gamini Goonetilleke, Secretary of the College, past Presidents, Council members, my fellow surgeons, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I thank you, Jayendra, for inviting me as the chief guest for this prestigious ceremony of the induction as the 38th President of the College of Surgeons of Sri Lanka. My wife and I are happy to be here on this occasion, on a very memorable event. I am humbled by your invitation and I consider it a great privilege and honor to stand here this evening. Thank you for your kind words in introducing me to this distinguished audience. It is no doubt a great day for you. To me personally, it is also a happy day to see my house surgeon in 1991 being inducted to the high office of President of the College of Surgeons of Sri Lanka. After I was appointed consultant surgeon in Sri Lanka in January 1982, the experience gained from long years of serving as a surgeon in Sri Lanka has left an indelible mark on me with many memories. As I stand before you at this induction ceremony, my mind goes back not only to those numerous pleasant and nostalgic memories I have had of my life as a surgeon in Sri Lanka, but also of the days of an active member of the Council of Surgeons of Sri Lanka. I would like to share some of these experiences with you this evening, as it is through these experiences that I learned, I grew, and I did better, learning from my own mistakes. I hope my experiences will inspire the many younger generation of surgeons present here to do better. My first appointment as a consultant surgeon after returning from postgraduate studies in UK was at the base hospital in Polonnaruwa. I was the only surgeon, not only at the hospital but also for the entire district, serving a population of 260,000 people. Starting life as a young surgeon and having to work in an environment that had nothing more than the basic facilities, I had to adapt to the difficult situations, sacrifice much, accept and overcome challenges, and do what was best for the people. Many were the situations that I found myself in, which I had never dreamt of facing as a doctor. Such experiences came to me in the most unexpected of circumstances. I have responded to these challenges with faith, persistence, and courage. Many were the lessons that I learned in this remote part of the country, serving especially the poor, the marginalized, and the helpless. In spite of all the difficulties faced, that period of 6.5 years in that distant rural outpost was by far the most rewarding period in my surgical career, not only in terms of lessons learned in medicine and surgery, but rather to an entire gamut of life situations, especially of the rural poor. I also had the cherished opportunity and the privilege of treating armed forces personnel injured in conflict in civil and military hospitals. The frequent visits to Boton, Jaffna as a civilian volunteer surgeon were in primitive aircrafts. On many occasions, the seats in these aircrafts had been removed to accommodate more personnel, goods and ammunition. As you can see, there were times we flew to Jaffna sitting on the aircraft floor, and at other times sitting on barrel bombs due to lack of space. These trips were no doubt nerve-wracking and risky, but had to be done for the sake of our armed forces injured in battle. I was elected to be in the council in 1990. Going down memory lane, I recollect the office of our college being situated in a small room on the first floor of the headquarters of the Sri Lanka Medical Association. The office equipment in that room consisted of only a telephone and a typewriter. A fax machine was added later. A part-time typist helped in clerical work. That was it. You may wonder what we did with so little resource. All those were no deterrent. We were able to organize many noteworthy events. One of them was the first joint meeting of the Royal College of Surgeons of England with the College of Surgeons of Sri Lanka. Amidst fears that our lady chief guest would be late for the opening ceremony. But surprisingly, she was punctual that day. In 2001, I was elected to the president as the president of the College of Surgeons of Sri Lanka. It was also a turbulent period in the history of our country, with terrorist attacks disrupting civilian life in many parts of the country. Thus, there were many challenges in organizing academic activities. On the 24th of July 2001, a terrorist attack on the main airport resulted in the closure of the airport. That was just 1 month prior to our annual academic sessions, scheduled for August. The academic sessions had to be postponed indefinitely as our overseas guests were advised not to visit Sri Lanka. However, we were able to reschedule that meeting for October that year with the participation of overseas guests and concluded successfully. The chief guest was a very well-known surgeon from Royal Free Hospital, London, Dr. R.M. Kirk. The college office moved to its new location, as Professor Anil Fernando told you, at Independence Avenue, Colombo 7 in September 2003, the home of late Dr. Noel and Mrs. Nora Bartholomew. This no doubt is a priceless gift to the College of Surgeons of Sri Lanka from that family. A long-felt need of the college had been fulfilled, and all surgeons in this country owe Mrs. Nora Bartholomew an immense debt of gratitude. More so to the generation of surgeons yet to come. We should also be grateful to late Mrs. Anne Ranasinghe, late Dr. Vimala Navaratnam, Professor Halim Sherifdeen, and Professor Harsha Senviratna, who facilitated the gift. Since moving to these premises, successive presidents and councils of the college have contributed immensely to uplift the facilities and the standards for the benefit of the entire surgical community of our country.